Hey everyone, my name is Stephen Young, and thank you so much for coming to my page. So today I want to talk to you about the 5 secrets of how to find undervalued property in any city, in any marketplace, in any market condition. More importantly, nonetheless. So what you see behind me is properties that I buy and sell and I flip all the time. That's what my business is now today. 15 years ago, I wasn't like that. So I had a lot of hard time finding opportunities to flip. Now, 15 years ago, the internet wasn't the way it is today, where you just download information, get information. Information really wasn't accessible the way you needed it. So I unfortunately had to do it through trial and error, the hard way. Buy something, fail, learn from my mistakes, and then go again. You know, my first flip property I bought, it was a drug house. It was run down. It was too far gone. It took me 6 months to renovate. I lost out on $180,000 of commissions because I was at the time a really successful real estate agent, making about $30,000 a month in commissions, and I put all of that on hold because I thought flipping was the way to go. You know, at the time, you got to remember, 15 years ago, everything was on TV in terms of like entertainment, and like, you know, my favorite shows were all these flipping shows, and you know, how you buy a property, you put some money into it in a short period of time, you make tens of thousands of dollars of profits. Like, that is, for me, that is the way to do it, because I've always loved real estate. I've always loved construction. But that didn't happen to me on my first one, and I was really frustrated and really disappointed because, look, I gave up an awful lot. It took me 6 months of my life, which time I couldn't get back. You know, $180,000 of opportunity cost, of commissions I've lost because I put that on the side, and all I did, I made $3,000 on my first deal. Now, there's no lost opportunity when it comes to a failure in something. Now, for me, I learned an awful lot in there, so don't get me wrong, but you know, if I had my time back, I don't think I would have done it that way, just because there's better ways to do it, but I didn't know at the time what I didn't know. So for you, I really want to show you one of the most important things you have to do is find that opportunity, and that's what today we're talking about. This is what this course is all about right now. I'm going to show you the top 5 secret places that me and my team look to uncover properties day in and day out. If you see behind me this wall of properties, these were all out there. They weren't like necessarily like hidden, and they weren't you know, exclusive deals and these secret handshake deals, and you can't find these things. No, that's not the case at all. But you do need to know what to look for. And these properties are out there for anybody, but most people don't know what they're looking for. They're looking at the wrong places, at the wrong timing, they're looking for the wrong motivated sellers. And I want to show you 5 uncovered properties, uncovered opportunities that I'm going to show you in this training course. Now, the course isn't expensive. Okay, it's $7. I really want everybody who is here on this page to have access to this, because it's the most important tool you'll ever use if you ever want to be an investor, any kind of investor. You know, if you were in the stock market, if you were looking for businesses, if you're looking for real estate, you know, commercial real estate, residential real estate, flipping properties, cash flow properties, rental properties, whatever you're looking for, if you have this tool of how to find good properties on demand consistently over time, look, the world's your oyster at that point in time. So this is the most important training. I want everybody to know about it because, look, I didn't have this luxury 15 years ago when I first started in this business, and it really hurt me. Look, I don't quit at anything. You don't know me, but if you did know me, you realize I don't quit at anything. I've been very successful in my career only because I go through a lot of some difficult times, and I get through it and struggle. But when I first started the business, $3,000 on a flip in 6 months is awful. It's atrocious. Now, there's a lot worse things that could have happened. Don't get me wrong, we could have lost a lot more money, but I was lucky enough to skate through it with a little bit of profit. But it's not something I want for me, and I certainly didn't want it for you. So it took me some time, it took me years to develop this strategy, to figure out what actually worked, what does a good investment look like, and how can I find it consistently over time. You know, I was really put to the test years ago, 3 years ago. I was on the big stage. There was a student who came to me and said, look, I've got no money, I've never done real estate before, but I really want to do what you're doing. And I said, look, if you can promise me one thing, I will commit to you and make sure this works, okay? And he said, what's that one thing? I said, you got to do exactly what I tell you to do, step by step by step. And he did exactly that. And within 1 year, he bought 14 real estate properties. He flipped all of them, and he made just under $2 million of gross revenue. He profited probably well over $1 million on that. And he was, oh, trust me, he was ecstatic, and I was even more ecstatic for him because, look, it proved that my plan works. It proved that what I look for and how to find undervalued properties works. He was in a new city, in a different town, and he had no money, no experience, and it worked for him, and it works for lots of people. Thousands of people all around the world do the exact same thing, and I want the exact same thing to you. So I made this accessible to absolutely everybody. It's only $7. Look, what can you buy for $7 today? Maybe a lunch at McDonald's, and maybe a Starbucks. Why don't you get this program? It's 5 secrets, 5 uncovered opportunities that most people don't know what they're talking about. It's not realtors. You don't need a realtor to do this. If you are a realtor, this will blow your mind of how simple it is to find these things. But guess what? It is an actual secret. Really, most people I speak to, they don't know the first thing about how to find a good deal. And at the end of the day, this is the most important tool. Can you imagine being a carpenter, a master carpenter, and trying to do your job without a hammer? This tool is the hammer when it comes to real estate investing. You need this tool more so than financing, more so than renovation. You don't need knowledge about anything, contracts, partnerships. You don't need any of that. All of that is secondary. If you don't have that opportunity, that good deal, everything else is lost. Okay, so I want you to have this. Make sure you join. There's a link below. $7. You can't go wrong. It's accessible to everybody, and you can start doing this as little as 15 minutes in any town, in any city, in any market condition. It works for you. It works for me. I want it to work for you. Go get it.